So guys, a few days ago, I put 3 videos out. I put one on IG, one on here, and one on my TikTok. The only one that got answers was the one on TikTok. So here I am now, gonna go through the answers. So, what I asked is, has anyone got any questions for me? Or, has anyone got any assumptions? So there wasn't a lot, but literally, I am so glad that some people did ask. And I will be doing this again in the future. I'm going to keep doing it, keep you all up to date and fresh with who I am, and what I am, and what I'm about, and what is this? That's new. So anyways, first one, don't want to ask you a question. I just want to tell you you're an amazing lady. Thank you, Shaz. Let's have a look. I don't need to ask you anything else. I need to know is that I think you're awesome. Thank you. No assumptions, but can you do content for short girls on clothes? I do try and be as inclusive across all sizes and stuff as I possibly can be. So this is on the TT app, not on this app. But I do try to be as inclusive as I possibly can. This is with weight from size 6 all the way up to, like, I think the biggest I've gone up to is a 36, small, tall, petite. Like, I do try. But of course, sometimes there's restrictions in place. Sometimes the stuff's not available. So let's have a look at the second half of that question. Oh, it was just more about height. What made you so brave to do what you do? I'm not sure what this is within regards to, so I'm going to give a bit of an overall answer. So I don't know if this is brave enough to do social media. I don't know if it's brave enough to stand up for myself, if it's brave enough to stay sober and clean because I am a recovering addict, stay single because that's a choice I've made myself. So there's a lot of different things that this could cover. So Jane, if you want to ask again in a different way, by all means do. But I'm one of these people where I try and look at the best of every situation. So I grew up with a lot of SA on the minor, which I was the minor. I had a lot of a situation where I was groomed. I've been in DV. There has been so many different life situations. I'm an addict that's recovering. So I've almost been at the point as well where I'm not here anymore. Like, that's been a thing. I have had nobody. I've been homeless. I've had relationships where I've had a bit healthier. Like, there's been lots and lots of different things, but I don't focus on the negative things, because if I did, I wouldn't be stood here. I'd be doing things that I shouldn't be doing. I look at the positive things of it. I've got 2 beautiful daughters. I've got a granddaughter. I've got the important members of my family. So there is other important members out there that I don't affiliate with, I don't talk to, I don't associate with. That is their choice, not mine. Well, it was their choice, not mine. Now it is my choice. So even if they came out the woodworks, I absolutely would not rekindle, because I'm done. But a lot of it is life experience. So when bad things happen to you in your life, you can do one or two things. You can either embrace it and just carry on, or you can let it rule you. And I refuse to let my bad experiences rule me. Like, I have had people do things to me when I've said no, which I think the word rhymes with grape. Like, there's been a lot of different situations, and I just don't sit and think about them all the time, because otherwise I'd be in a very bad place mentally a lot. And I do a lot of what I do as well, because I get multiple messages daily telling me that I help people, even without knowing it. For example, last night I put a video out with me and my siblings, and somebody was like, you have just made a really bad day, made part of a very bad day nice, because she laughed at the video that we'd made, and that's why I do it. I do it in the hope that I can help people that are recovering. I do it in the hope to help people that are suffering with anything or everything. Like, I just do what I can when I can. So I hope that answers your question. I don't think it did. Hello, are you married with kids, and do you have feelings for love? This is one of the trolley comments that I get quite often from gentlemen on my TT. Yes, I have kids. No, I am not married, and no, I am not looking for love. I think those point blank bullet points. My question is, do you enjoy travelling abroad alone, or would you prefer to have company? It depends on the holiday and who I'm going with. So in the main, absolutely, I love going away on my own. So I'm one of these people that struggle to say no to helping people. So when I'm going away on my own, it's a way of me fully getting away from everybody. If I go away with somebody, I'm very conscious of what that person might like and dislike, and I'll be more accommodating to them rather than myself. So depending on who I go with, I absolutely do love going away with people, but I do prefer to go away by myself. because then I can be selfish, and I know that's a silly reason to want to go away on my own. But if I go away on my own and I just want to sit by a pool for 5 days, then that's what I'm going to do. If I go away and I want to do a day trip every day, that's what I'm going to do. There's things I like to do that the people I've been abroad with don't like to do, and I'm not willing to leave people if I'm away with them if they're not the type of person that wants to be left alone. So yes, I love going away by myself. Do I love going away with people as well? I do. But I still like to have my own independence with it. But I prefer to be away on my own, is the truth of the matter. What is my dream job? My dream job is to live in like a Big Brother type world. So I often refer to my life as a Truman Show just because I think sometimes the coincidences are just too much. And I do. I do feel that there's something somewhere pulling on something, whether it's something that we can't see or something that we can see, I don't know. But my dream job is I want to be a star. I want everybody to know who I am, but I want to do it all for good reasons. So I want to be able to help more people at Christmas. I want to be able to help more people that are in vulnerable situations. But I also want to be able to set up a house. So at the moment I'm in debt and I live in a house share and I pay for a studio because my brain cannot live at work, and doing what I do with content creation at home started messing with my head. So I needed to have that. This is work, this is home, because I now do social media full time. So eventually I want to get myself out of debt. Then I want to just buy myself a little 1-bedroom flat, just for me. Just, that's it. Just, I'm not going to be greedy about it. I don't want a mansion. I don't want a big house. I don't want it out in the sticks. I just want a little downstairs flat, 1-bedroom, or a little bungalow, just something little and small. Then once I've got all of that, I then want to set up and buy a house. So I would love to have a 3-story house that's got 3 bedrooms on the top, the middle, and I can convert like one of the rooms downstairs as one. So it'd have 7 rooms in it totally. Then I'd have like a front room, which would be more like a meeting room, living room, chill out room, a kitchen, and a backyard or garden. And the reason I want this is because somebody like me who has came off, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this on this app. I used to take a lot of rugs that begin with a D, and I had to go on green juice to come off one of them. I used to take a lot of stuff that nobody should be taking. One of the loneliest places and times is when you've finished your green juice and you're sat in that room and you're no longer under the service, because they will only keep you as long as you're actively either using or in treatment. And that is the loneliest, because when you go outside, the only people you're bumping into is the people you need to stay away from. Your family's not talking to you anymore at this point. Well, a majority of them are not talking to you, or if they are, they're not willing to help you. You don't have a job, you don't have confidence, and you just don't know what to do. So a lot of people actually fail in that first 3 months and just go back because they don't know what else to do. So as someone who has done it 3 times now, and this time feels different, it definitely does. I want to have a house, so the day that green juice is done, you've got 2 options. You can either stay at your house and I'll support you. I'm not qualified in anything. When I say I'll support you, what I mean is I will help you reintegrate back into society, go out for coffees with you so that you're out and about amongst people. I will help you fill out job applications, even if it's like a cleaning job in McDonald's or KFC, something like that, like in like a little restaurant or something, just even if it's just part-time, just to get you back out there when you're ready. I would never force anything. Try and help you build on some of your relationships that you may have had broken down. That's what I really want. I want this house so I can help people who have come out the other side of substance misuse and help them. Like, and then they'd be able to engage for a year. If after a year, they're like, if they want to leave the I don't even know what to call it, the program within a year, that's fine. Like, it's just there if it's needed. But if they don't want to be in their own house because they've still got people rapping on the door, or they've still got people turning up and things like that, they're more than welcome to come and stay at the house. It would be subject to bin testing as well, make sure there's nothing coming into the house. And the reason I say it's more of a living room environment is because, of course, people can help people, and some of people's biggest allies is people who've been in the same situation, because sometimes you just want to talk. So that area will be available to chill in the evening, watch TVs, movies, whatever you want. But during the day, we can have catch-ups, we can have conversations, we can have question time, we can have talk time, we can fill out CVs, make CVs, like cover letters. Like, I just want to be able to help people reintegrate back into society post-usage. And that's my dream job. That's what I would love to do. And I don't believe I need any qualifications to do it, apart from the fact that I am myself a person that is doing that as we speak, has done that, and I'm succeeding at it. Like, it's not going to be an official thing. I don't think anybody would ever fund it anyway, so it's going to be funded purely by me if I ever get into a position where I can earn enough to do that. So that's what my dream job actually is. That's really what I want to be in. Because it's about being in the recovery side of it. So the abstinence side of it, that's the people I want to help, the people that are abstaining now. Because it's hard. It is hard, and it's lonely sometimes. Did you have a good childhood? Right, Debbie. So, sorry, the previous question was from someone called Gemma. This question's from Debbie. So, Debbie, yes and no. So, a lot of people will be very surprised that I've said yes there. So, I grew up in a household where the man was very abusive in every way that you could think of, psychological, sexual, like, you name it, he was the way that he was. What I really struggle with is some of my best memories include this person, because to save face in front of other family members, we used to do a lot of stuff together. So, of course, yeah, I grew up. So it's a weird situation. It was me and my brother. I went with my mum. He went with his dad when they split. It's this guy. He all of a sudden is just there all the time. Everybody loved him. He was one of these people that he managed to convince a lot of people that he was what he wasn't. He's currently in jail at the moment for something to do with pictures from somebody else, but that's not my story to tell. And yeah, so this man was I used to call him Dad, like literally. So a lot of my bad memories include him, but a lot of my good memories include him being involved. So yes, I had a good upbringing in the sense of we had things like, I don't know, we had a caravan that we used to go to most holidays and weekends. We had an half-decent house. You know what, though? But the good things was that I had group even though I got bullied, I did still have some good friends. I had a lot of ways of coping and getting away from situations as well. So I'm not going to say I had a totally bad childhood. My mum, she's a little bit... She tried to make it extra special. She'd do random stuff, like went to a wedding once and it was more adults drinking, and there was a lot of me and lots of my cousins there, and my mum was the one that decided to pretend to be a dog and go around on all fours and let us ride on her like a dog. Like do you know what I mean? Like, she was the one that used to try and bring the fun. On a weekend when my stepsisters used to come over and my stepbrother, she was the one that'd make sure we'd go swimming or go to walks or go to the teas or go to Redcat. She was the one that made sure we always had something to do, even if there was no other way of getting there other than walking. Boy, did she make us walk. She's the reason I don't like going up Roseby Topping, because they used to think it was fun when I was a kid, and it was not. But yeah, there was a lot of bad there. Like, there was a lot of bad men in our lives. Like, my granddad, a couple of uncles, step-uncles, like, they were all interlinked. They were all linked to my granddad, like, all of them. But yeah, there was a lot of bad things that happened, but there was also good as well. So I wouldn't say I had a bad childhood, just bad things happened during my childhood. Again, I've just gone totally off tangent there, haven't I? Sorry. But thank you for that question. What made you do TikTok? And I love how kind and caring you are. I had a couple of videos go viral for me, which, like, one had got like 1,000 likes and one had got like 700 likes. So to me at the time, that was viral. And I had like 700 friends or something because of these two viral videos. But I did post a couple of bits during COVID, but that was it. I'd just come out of my last relapse, so I was still on the green juice actually. So a lot of people used to have opinions on the things I was doing. I was still waiting full time, so I just didn't get into it as much as I wanted to. So then what I did is, about a year and a half ago, I decided that I wanted 1,000 followers. So I started posting, and I hit 1,000 followers in a couple of days, and I was like, oh, let's go for the 10,000. Because at the point, I was under the impression that if you got 10,000 followers, you would be able to pay off your debt. It's a lie. So anyways, I then aimed for 10,000, and literally in a few weeks I got there, and I was like, oh, okay. And I started earning on the app when I was at about 1,000, and I absolutely love it. I love the camera in front of me. I love talking to the camera. I love being in front of the camera. I love everything about it. I love the clothing. I love the products. I love showing people. I love being brutally honest. I love creating my day-to-day life. I love creating shopping with, like, there isn't anything about this app I do not like, apart from trolls, actually. Not this app, that app that I don't like, and it's just the trolls. But yeah, that's how I started getting into it. I just started and realised, actually, this is going somewhere, and then it snowballed. And yeah, I absolutely love it. I know you'd fit right into my very small circle. I don't really want to know anything other than what you've already shared. And as far as assumptions go, I try not to assume anything, as I'm a big enough ass as it is. Oh, bless you. Well, don't say that about yourself, Mel. But you know what? Thank you. I appreciate that. I keep my circle very, very small. I've got a massive family. Like, I've got a gran, aunties, uncles, cousins. Like, my family is pretty big. I have nothing to do with any of them. Like, they assumed the worst of me at a time when something different was going on. And instead of just asking me, they made my life a living hell. So, yeah, I keep my circle small as well. So I appreciate that. I like that you think I'd fit in. What if I don't? We shall find out. And last but not least, somebody called Stevie. What gender are you? Female. I'm obviously female. And the reason I'm saying I'm obviously female is because you wouldn't have asked the question if you didn't already know the answer. So I see a lot of people on this app that are one gender or another gender or switch genders. Those people never get asked that question. I get asked the question solely on the fact that my voice is deep. And on the video, I was just coming out the back of a chest infection, so it was even deeper. So I don't normally answer that question. I normally delete that question because I do get asked it a lot. And the fact that I'm getting asked it is because people ask it because they want to offend. So that is actually a troll comment, and I never answer them. Not ever on my TT account. But I did leave it in because I do get asked it a lot. Now, just because I don't sound how you think I should sound doesn't mean that I am not who I am. But I also want to let you know it's not okay to ask that question. If somebody has changed from one gender to another, it is not up to you to ask that question. If that person hasn't shared that information, it is not your business. Not just to you, Stevie, to anybody who asks that question. It's nothing to do with anybody. If somebody wants to share that with you, they will share it with you voluntarily. Like, said ask me the questions. That's another reason I've left it in, because I said ask me the questions and you asked the question. But in a world where you can be anything, just be kind. And I hope this was a little bit of fun for you. I've actually enjoyed doing this one. But yeah, thank you so much. And the post is still up if anyone wants to ask any more. Well, actually, the post's going to get removed off my pinned. But if anybody has any more questions and stuff, ask away. And I will collate them all and I will come back at another time. But thank you so much for watching, guys. I appreciate each and every one of you. If you're not already following me on other apps, look for me. I'm the same name every app that I'm a part of. So I'm part of this one, I'm part of IG, and I'm also part of TT. Have the best time. Thank you so much for watching, guys.